You have entered the Prep Zone. What more could you ask for? Clear skies, sunny day, and a chance to play for a state championship. The 4 seed, Dominican, coming to Northshore to take on the 1 seed in the Lady Panthers. Don't have much more to say than that. State championship trip on the line in the Prep Zone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 80 minutes to decide who will represent half of Division 1 next weekend in Hammond, America at Strawberry Stadium, new home of the LHSAA Soccer State Championships. Only one loss between these two teams on the year. Northshore comes in without a loss. Dominican 21-1. 8 matches have ended in a draw. First opportunity here for Dominican, as Stella Martin unable to track that one down. And for the first time today, we'll see a throw in. It'll come on the far side. John Sartori here for the call. Adele Talbot will chase that one down. And it looks like she'll throw it in. Poor throw over the head of the intended target in Leighton Perkins. Perkins fighting for it, and that one will head out of bounds for a goal kick. So the first time we'll see Grace Murders have a chance. Senior goalkeeper for Northshore. You can see the turf in her end is severely damaged. There is really no green left down there. This will head out of bounds on the near side, and Northshore will have their opportunity in Dominican territory. Chelsea Biggs will throw it in. Harley Chase watches that one head out, and it's another throw in for Biggs. Northshore loading up the box here. A great throw in, but no one there. And the attack is over as a collision, a slight one, but they'll call a foul on Northshore. Dominican will have a chance to kick off. Northshore, the 1 seed. Again, unbeaten on the year. No one has gotten close to this team. A few draws in there. And when you look at Dominican's record without seeing Northshore's, you think, how is this team not the 1 seed? 21-1-8. You look at Northshore, 0 losses. Only a few ties. This could be an opportunity here early for the Lady Panthers. It's a foot race for it, and the goalkeeper's out! What a break for Dominican. Oh, but they call a foul. So the threat is not over. Northshore has a chance still, but that was almost a huge mistake. Corner kick. Here we go. Little deep, headed up. And now can the Lady Panthers get another opportunity out of this? No. And now Northshore loaded up the box. There's only 2 back, as Leighton Perkins was the lone Dominican player who had a shot at that one. That one's kicked out of bounds, and Northshore will reset. So on the year, Northshore with only 3 draws. Those came against this Dominican squad, 2-2 earlier this year. St. Thomas More, and a 1-1 draw against Mount Carmel. So all 3 of those teams with storied programs. Goes without saying, Northshore able to capture a district title. Only 5 minutes into this one. Still no score. No shots for either side. And again, Northshore with a good opportunity. This one into the box, but a little bit of miscommunication. I don't know if that was the right word, but Northshore doing a good job at least getting deep into Dominican territory thus far. That out of bounds. Northshore possession. The crowd here is probably the largest soccer crowd for a non-state championship that I've seen in the state ever. I mean, it is packed here. It also, fortunately, has warmed up a bit, as really only 40 minutes ago or so, it was still a bit chilly. It's been a beautiful day all day, not a single cloud in the sky, extremely sunny, but a bit chilly until right at kickoff. It warmed up by probably 15 to 20 degrees, and it is a beautiful day. First real chance for Dominican, and a missed opportunity. Now there's some numbers for the Lady Panthers. A through ball. Here's the foot race. There's the speed coming down the far sideline, and shot high. Crowd enjoys the effort, and our first bit of excitement comes within 7 minutes of the opening kickoff. This will head to the far side. And Northshore again with numbers. This could be very dangerous, but a nice job. That was number 11, Marisol Torres. Was able to get that one out, but offsides anyway on Northshore, so it wouldn't have mattered. I gotta tell you, so far, Northshore, the offensive attack, did not see this coming, especially this early. The aggressiveness on display. Both teams still looking for their first shot on goal. Northshore has one shot to Dominican's none. That'll head out, and could we see a change in that statistic? Bradley Hughes will throw in from the far side. Much easier to see the numbers for Mount Carmel in that white kit with black numerals. Northshore wearing that navy blue with a light blue number. Or actually, it is still a navy blue, just with a white trim around it. So a bit harder to see. As Kate Mull couldn't get that one away from Caroline Bly. And now a good opportunity. Stella Martin, unable to fight off the good defense.
Keep it up, Dominican.
Goal kick time. Grace Murders. I think the biggest takeaway from this Northshore squad, Murders, one of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seniors. And this is another good opportunity. The goalie's out of the goal. Shot is off the crossbar. And you wonder if one extra pass would have been the difference. Instead of making that extra pass, the shot was put on goal. But living very dangerously is the Dominican goalkeeper. Second time we've seen that, and we're not even 10 minutes into this game where the goalie has come off her line and left the box wide open. Northshore unable to take advantage. This one will be punched out momentarily, and a great play. That looked like Bradley Hughes, who saved a what would have been a shot on goal with two Lady Panthers surrounding her, able to kick it out of bounds. Northshore quickly back on the attack. This will roll right to the goalkeeper. Even when Dominican kicks off, Northshore right back on the attack. The goalkeeper, Olivia Ikamana, just a freshman. She's done a great job this year, but she comes off her line again, and it looked like that was Carly Chase, rather, who had a good shot at that one. Ikamina able to just beat her to the ball. An exciting first few minutes. We've got some action. 2 shots for Northshore, one of them on goal, just off the crossbar. Keeps this game scoreless. Dominican still looking for their first shot. As good as this Northshore offense has been, it is turned into good defense as well. Only Dominican player who's had any sort of success in Northshore's half of the field was Stella Martin, and we're going to see our first substitution of the game. Leighton Perkins will come out, and it looks from here like Kelsey Major has come in place of the junior. The Northshore onslaught should not come as a surprise. 101 goals scored this year, but what is surprising is we haven't called the name of Brooke Couture yet, as she leads this team with 19 goals. Number 1, the senior. Northshore keeps 3 back. Doesn't let that long ball hurt him, but maybe it does. Here we go. Major all the way, gives it up. It's deflected. Major has a chance to shoot, and she is blocked. Threat not averted yet, and now it is. It's cleared out. Huge missed opportunity there for Dominican.
Get back.
As Major just a little hesitant about pulling the trigger on that one, and now Northshore has numbers on the other end. But Couture, first time we're calling her name, a little light touch. Looking for Carly Chase. Chase wasn't ready for it, heads out of bounds, stays with Northshore. Adele Talbot trying to keep it away. And this one is in the box. There's a shot and a block. A save. Brooke Couture. Or rather, that's Ikamina, Olivia Ikamina. First save of the day for the freshman. And if this game continues the way that it has in the first 13 and a half minutes, if Dominican wants a shot at a victory, it will not be her only save of the day. Goal kick coming. Or actually, they call it a foul down there. Not too much contact. They call the foul anyway. And kicking off will be Lily Ellis. Ellis finds Jasmine Ferrier, who then finds Stella Martin. Look at the speed. Into the box, and that's a goal! The first goal of the day! It comes from Carly Chase. And out of nowhere, That looked like it had no shot from the far sideline. Somehow it squirted through to the foot of Chase, and Northshore in the driver's seat 1-0. 25 minutes to go, first half. First goal comes 15 minutes into this one, and Northshore now will be playing from in front, trying to punch their ticket to Hammond next weekend. Sail out of bounds and gets a good bounce into the visitor bleachers over there. Katura will throw in this time. And some contact, no whistle, play on, but kicked out of bounds. Again, Dominican, I wouldn't say sloppy with the ball, just not taking much advantage of their opportunities with it. All their passes have been very long. Kind of looking to go over the top on this Northshore defense, but the way Northshore plays, they always have at least two back. It's going to be tough to get over that. We saw it succeed only once today through the early stages of this first half, as that'll head out of bounds for a goal kick. But again, a missed opportunity early on by Kelsey Major, who was an early sub in this one. She couldn't get a quality shot off in the box. Northshore came right back to take a 1-0 lead. Ikamina, again, kind of off the side of her foot. These passes have, these goal kicks have not been crisp. And Northshore able to get possession extremely quickly off of them. Good job by Chase shielding the defender, and it'll award Northshore with a possession. Deep in Dominican territory. Chelsea Biggs will throw it in. Northshore puts some extra strength in the box, and it works to perfection. (2-0) Lady Panthers. They have stunned the 4 seed early on, already up 2-0, and now some hands on heads on the Dominican side, as I think it's a fair concern. How are we going to score 2 goals, let alone keep this Northshore team off the scoreboard? They came out determined, and it is 2-0, 2 goals in the last 4 minutes for the Lady Panthers. And this is another quick turnover. They just have turned the ball over so much, but a nice save by Ikamina gets some momentum for Dominican. Crowd cheers for it, gets some momentum for them as well. This is kicked high, and I mean, I tell you what, Northshore just looks like the better team. They have been, but they look like it as well with the way they've controlled possession. Here we go, another opportunity. I mean, it is an onslaught. Chelsea Biggs, another good throw. This one headed up. Will the Lady Panthers get a shot off here? No. This will stay in. Cross, nobody there until now. Blocked nicely, and Adele Talbot saved another shot on goal. Lady Panthers wanted a foul, don't get it. Goal kick. Just about halfway through this first half. What a performance from Northshore. 2-0 over a team that has only lost 1 game this year. Out of bounds. On the far sideline, Northshore will, or Dominican rather, will throw it in. Talbot playing some inspired defense down near the box. Will throw it in. And again, another sloppy pass right over the head of the intended target in Stella French. Northshore coming right back. Some contact, battling through it, and it is cleared for the time being. Biggs off the side of her foot, looking for Katura on the far side. Katura unable to get by Talbot. That's what Talbot, at least early on, looks like she's bringing to the table. A fantastic defensive arsenal. She has locked down Katura so far. Again, Katura leads this explosive 100-plus scoring goal Lady Panther team with 19 on the season. Northshore's going to load the box for this throw-in. Only 4 players not in the box, and 5 if you include the goalkeeper in Murders. Here's the throw-in. It's a good one, and it's headed out. See if the Lady Panthers get a shot. No. Chase had a good shot at it, but couldn't locate it. Biggs wide open in the middle. Shot! Right into the hands of Ikamina. But you see, that's where Dominican has to take advantage, and they just haven't been able to do so. Northshore loads the box. They've got only 2 defenders back, but Dominican unable to keep the ball on their feet, and just like that, right back to the Lady Panthers. 18:56 and counting to go, first half, 2-0 our score. Division I state semifinal game. Major able to get out of it. She had that shot on goal earlier. It was the only one. Late Perkins trying to chase it down. Will head out of bounds for a goal kick. Man. So even when Dominican gets something going, I mean, the momentum lasts for seconds in this one. Just everything that has gone right for Northshore could have. I don't even think you could say Dominican's played all that poorly. It's just Northshore has come out that strong. Here's an opportunity, though, a throw in deep in Northshore territory. We'll see how aggressive Dominican wants to be, as Adele Talbot, the fantastic defender, will throw it in. This is headed up, angling towards that far sideline, and it will head out of bounds. Talbot once more. Or actually, no, they're going to say it's Northshore ball. I don't know what the call there was. It's definitely off the foot of a Lady Panther. Maybe offsides, I'm not sure, but nonetheless, Northshore will regain offensive possession. In a position where they haven't been, running offense from deep in their own territory, but they do a good job getting it in. Major trying to battle it away, and still a battle for it. Lily Ellis. Good touch. Stella French stopped in her tracks. Looked like she had some momentum there, but now Major will try to do something with it. She beats the defender to the outside. Contact, no whistle, and Northshore clears. That is another thing. You'll see on your screen just how torn up this pitch is, as here's a foot race, and a good job finding the keeper there. Again, it's rained for what feels like 2 weeks. It's been cold, and especially the middle of the field here at Northshore, covered in, it's losing its green look quickly.
Come on, girls. One at a time.
No one home that time. Madison Schroth tried to stay with it. Major now, quick touch to the outside, and that'll head out of bounds. Another deep throw in, so here we go. Adele Talbot, could she make this interesting? As this has been a long minute. I could have sworn I looked at it like 5 minutes ago. The clock read 15:56. Maybe I was incorrect. Still over 15 minutes left in this first half. 2-0. A little too much on that one. Northshore able to clear it out. Now it's a 1-on-2 situation. Long run down the far sideline. As Caroline Bly finally gets rid of it. Good touch. Here we go with Stella French. French has that one deflected away. Good play. That looked like Allie Johnson, the sophomore. Good defense. And Grace Murders, for the first time in about 20 minutes, will get some action. First poor touch of the day for Northshore. It leads to an opportunity. And that one hooked. Come on, Stella, let's be smarter than that. Stella French may be a little too quick to pull the trigger that time. Low percentage shot, and the wind took it immediately.
Hey, let's take advantage when we get an opportunity, girls. Just slow it down.
Goal kick with 13:50 left. First half, 2-0 our score. Northshore, the 1 seed, over Dominican, the 4 seed. This side of the bracket has held true throughout, with the 1 seed playing the 4 in the semifinals. It's the top half of the bracket. Northshore got that first round bye, defeated Captain Shreve, the 16 seed, 8-0 in the second round. As Dominican looking to answer, they won't be able to as it's cleared away. They then defeated Lafayette 4-0, the 8th seed, to get here to the semifinals. Too much on that. Dominican, on the other hand, they had the 4th and final bye. They defeated another St. Tammany Parish school, Fontainebleau, 3-0. Then in a great game, defeated St. Joseph's, the Red Stickers, 2-1 to find their way here. The winner will again go to Hammond, Strawberry Stadium, home of Southeastern football, and just in the last few years, soccer. Southeastern Louisiana University had a soccer-only complex for many years, but then in 2016 started working their way into Strawberry Stadium. In 2017, moved exclusively to the turf, and that is where the state championships will head. We may see 2 St. Tammany Parish schools there. If this score holds, Northshore will be 1. Mandeville is going to play Central Lafourche tonight at 6 p.m. As we got a foul there, it'll head Dominican's way. Out of all places, at Lakeshore High. So Mandeville, the 3 seed, they'll play at Lakeshore against Central Lafourche, the 7 seed. Central Lafourche upsetting the 2 seed, Mount Carmel, 1-0 out in New Orleans last week. That is the only game that did not hold to the bracket's form. That's how we have a 7 seed in the semis. French, again, quick on the trigger, and I think that 2-goal deficit is really getting in the heads of the visitors. A little under 11 minutes to go first half. It's still 2-0, and Northshore still dominating offensively. Not so much as we saw in the first half, but even with a 2-goal lead, we're seeing them still aggressive on that side of the ball. good opportunity. Nice block. Major on at that time, and then a good one by Talbot. Heads out of bounds. Northshore will keep possession. Actually, no, they won't. They'll give it to Dominican. Throw on the far side, over the head of Major. And back out of bounds. So the pace of the game has slowed a bit after the first 10 minutes were full of action. We've got 9.5 to go. And at this point, I'm excited to see the second half. Second half's going to be really fun. Dominican, obviously chasing those 2 goals. They are going to have just about everybody on the North Shore side of the field. So we could see some exciting soccer in the second half. At this point, I think both teams just trying to get to the locker room with how the score holds. Somehow that one stays in bounds. And a steal. Major called her name a bunch. She's been all over the field, but there was no one on that near side. And now this is numbers for Northshore. Somehow that stays in for Couture. Couture gets past the defender. The shot is good! 3-0 Lady Panthers! Wow! Just as soon as I say both teams just trying to get to the locker room, Northshore 3, Dominican 0. The most goals Dominican gave up all season was 2. They gave up 2 to St. Thomas More. They gave up 2 to Northshore earlier this year. And that number no longer holds. They've given up a season high 3 goals in the first half to Northshore. Unbelievable. Seven minutes to go, first half. Some contact at midfield, no whistle. French. Looking to get past the defender, but can't. Now it's on the foot of Kylie Roussel. Roussel tripped up. Ball's loose. Here come the Lady Panthers again. Oh my goodness, they've got numbers once more. A through ball and a beautiful one. Will it be 4? It's offsides. Goodness. After watching this first half, there's no doubt who the best team in the state is. I mean, this is unbelievable against a 4 seed. I mean, this isn't the first round where you're playing a 30 seed. I mean, this is unbelievable. Here's a good opportunity. Can Dominican get on the board before halftime? Far side. Into the box. There's nobody there. Just nobody there. The patience has not been there at all, especially after that second goal was scored. Good move to get to the outside. And here comes Roussel. Roussel up the far side, foot race for it. A little too much speed there from the Lady Panthers as Madison Traw tried to track it down. Head out of bounds. far side, or near side rather. Torres couldn't find the handle. And it'll head, yes, out of bounds. Hard to see the lines on the sideline on that side of the pitch. For one, because the sun, the glare is so much, but then also you can see that line where the grass is just gone. And that is where the line should be. So basically, we're watching that line of dirt almost, and that's got to be a foul. Yep, there it is. Pushing the back. That'll go against Lily Ellis, who will not see a card, though. First real blatant foul in this one. And now can Northshore find a fourth goal? Not there. Good defense from Stella Martin. As even with the goal that was just scored, Dominican's defense looks to be figuring out Northshore a bit. And just as soon as I say that, here's numbers for the Lady Panthers. No, offsides. But yeah, they look a little more confident, a little more put together defensively here as this first half has gone on, as you would expect. But the problem is Northshore came out so aggressively, which I don't think you expect. Caught them off guard. They get that early goal to make it 1-0. Second goal, and then the defense starts to roll a bit until a misplayed ball on the near side led to the 20th goal of the year for Brooke Coutura. That'll head out. Northshore with under 3 to go now in this first half. Can they get a fourth goal on the board? Nope, not there at least. Coutura had an open look there, but a foul is called before the shot is taken. That'll catch the face of a Northshore attacker and sent back down, headed around, and see who can get on the attack first. It's a little ping pong, or pinball, I should say, right now. A lot of contact there. They'll call the foul against Stella Martin. Martin with a bright future, just a freshman for Dominican. All right. So now we're just waiting on the referee's whistle. The clock has stopped at 2 minutes. Which I've never understood at the LHSAA level, why the clock stops at 2 minutes. Why it doesn't just run out. At the collegiate level, it will just run out. There is no stoppage time in either, as far as I know. I really don't know that, but nonetheless, that is the rule, so we're just waiting on the referee's whistle to send us to the break. 3-0, Northshore has a throw-in. They're going to load the box here, as this could be their last opportunity to put up a fourth and, I mean, just about game-ending goal here in the first half. Somebody find it. No one can until now. Into the box, dangerous, but nobody was there. Coutura still battling for it. She will not be able to control, and wow, what a battle we've got here. It'll head out of bounds for a corner kick. Are you serious? Talk about wanting it. Oh my gosh. So they will get one more opportunity, will the Lady Panthers. Corner kicks have not been all that successful so far in the, I believe, 2 North Shore's taken so far. This one, no different. But it'll stay a corner kick as it heads off the head of a Dominican defender. We'll do it from the far side now. It's actually a throw in. Here we go. A good one. Still loose. Oh my, it's 4! It's 4! It's 4 in the first half. Are you serious? There are no words. My gracious. It's 4. 4-0. 4. Again, Dominican. Most goals given up all season in a full game. 2. They've given up 4 in the first half of the state semifinals. This is just something you don't see. And is it going to be 5? No. Wow. That looked like Kate Mull who had a chance at it. The North Shore crowd comes to their feet, as they should. That's one of the great playoff performances at any level you'll see. State semifinals. North Shore puts up 4 in the first half. They lead Dominican 4-0. They're 40 minutes away from punching their ticket to the state championship. All right, folks, 40 minutes down, 40 minutes to go to decide who will be advancing to the Division I LHSAA Girls State Soccer Championship game. And an early foul to open the second half. North Shore with, again, like I said right before we took a short break for halftime, this has got to be one of the all-time great state semifinal championship performances, as it's going to be high. Just over the crossbar, actually went through the football goalpost. So 4-0 our score in what was just an immaculate first half for North Shore.
There's 12 on the field.
And we have a stoppage as a loose ball rolling on the field is taken off, and we are back underway. North Shore, I mean, again, they're just playing in Dominican side. Goalkeeper comes off the line, and it will almost roll in. Wow. So a bit of a break there for Dominican. All first half, I kept saying just Dominican. I usually try to work the mascot in there a little bit, but I could not think of what the mascot was for Dominican. I could not think of it, and I pride myself on being a mascot aficionado. I know my mascots, but I could not think of it. Just kept saying Dominican, Dominican, and it was really bothering me. Hopefully it's not bothering you. It's a repetition. But anyway, I looked it up at halftime. I said, what is the Dominican mascot? They are one of the few schools that do not have a mascot. They're just Dominican. No mascot. So looks like we're rolling for another 40 minutes with just Dominican. Now, can they get rolling is the question. Finally playing in North Shore's end of the field, as at this point they're going to have to just send everybody at the goal. They have to score 4 just to equalize. Near side, this is Lily Ellis with a long run into the box. Good opportunity, best one of the day for Dominican, but it's not going to happen there. Opportunity still there. Here's Bradley Hughes into the middle. Now on the right side, and again, it's very similar to the first half. They is in Dominican just really struggling to keep possession. Only one shot all first half. It came off the foot of Kelsey Major. It wound up being deflected by a North Shore defender. Didn't even reach the goalie, I should say. But we're starting to see some a little bit of offensive competence. As we expected. I mean, they're going to have to be aggressive. That'll head out, and it's a throw-in on the near side. These Dominican fans who traveled with the team, kind of urging them on. It almost sounds like it's a 1-0 game whenever the ball goes out of bounds and it's their possession. I mean, they are very vocal when Dominican has an opportunity, trying to almost will this team into believing they still have a shot, which they definitely do. North Shore, they just scored 4 goals and a half, so it's not impossible. That is going to head out of bounds right at the flag for a throw-in. And the fans are very upset. They're booing. They're all booing. Both sides, North Shore and Dominican. So, I don't know why. We have a yellow card, and it's going to go against number 16. That's Madison Troth. I don't know what she did. It's actually off your screen right now. She's over talking to the official right at midfield. But the crowd obviously saw something. They were very upset. Referee ran over and gave her our first yellow card of the day. So anyway, we're back to action. That'll head out of bounds. The aggressiveness is definitely ratcheted up here. Much more contact early in this second half. We're a little over 5 minutes in. So I'll head all the way down to the goalkeeper. And Ikamina, who remains in, the freshman. Bright future for her. But, and again, only allowed 2 goals. Most she allows 2 goals all season. 4 in the first half, so definitely worst half of her young career. But going to try to pitch a shutout here in the second half. Keep her team in the game. Dominican needs to get going, though. Still not a single shot in the second half, despite controlling possession for most of it. And they're going to send everybody into the North Shore end. Looked like a handball, perhaps. No call. Cleared out. And they wound up calling it. So, yes, it was a handball there right outside of the box, called against Caroline Bly. Again, North Shore not the only St. Tammany Parish school competing tonight. Mandeville, the 3 seed. They're going to play South Lafourche at Lakeshore on the turf of the Titans. So we may very well be seeing 2 St. Tammany Parish schools playing for a state championship against each other. I know of only one other instance, and that was well before my time at Channel 13. It was Mandeville and Fontainebleau, early 2000s. North Shore, kind of the forgotten power of these schools on the North Shore, who have taken advantage of the deep talent pool. When you talk about schools in the parish, you think of Mandeville and Fontainebleau. Lakeshore, more recently, considering how old the school is, but a few state title appearances for the Lady Titans. North Shore, kind of the forgotten one. And then you also include the powers of SSA and St. Paul's on the private school side. North Shore trying to add their name to that list, of perennial powers. That's got to be a foul. No, well, actually, they'll play advantage. Long ball. Murders will come up and grab. That's another thing that Murders has done well. She hasn't seen much action, but on those balls over the head of Northshore defenders, she's been right there to get them. There's just been nothing there for Dominican. And now, here we go. 2-on-1. Coming down, and oh, she lost the handle. Into the box. And it'll finally be cleared out. Gonna be tough to see really anything down there. The sun beginning to set just a bit as it is currently 5:07. Sun beginning to set just a bit. It is, like I've said many times today, there's not a cloud in the sky. Extremely clear sunny day, so no blockage of that sun. And the way the tree line is set up here, you've got other schools in the parish like Mandeville and especially Lakeshore where you've got very lush forests. I don't know if lush is the correct word, but full forests to block that sun. That's not the case here at Northshore. So we're kind of going to be battling the sun on the opposite side for the remainder of the game. That cross able to be handled by Murders. She'll keep the shutout alive, and now Northshore on the counterattack. Long run. And the Northshore crowd appreciates it. And the opportunity still there. Katura will not be able to get a shot off. Give some credit as we'll try to get a number. No numbers on the front of the kits. That's number 20, Caroline Bly. What a play by Bly. And the opportunity's still there. Wow, well, we were trying to give Bly some credit. She almost allowed a goal. Now there's some numbers for Dominican. The Dominican crowd urging them to push forward and take advantage. And we're going to get a push from behind on Lily Ellis. This is another young team for Dominican. Oh my. They don't have a single, they've got one senior. And I don't think she's played. Molly Walter, number 3. I have not seen a 3 on the field. So, wow, I didn't even realize that. That's how good this team is. 4 seed, only 1 loss this year. They don't have a single or only 1 person graduating. It's unreal. It'll head out for a throw-in. Again, can Dominican now get on the board? We are already over 10 minutes left. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Just under a half hour left to play, and they still need 4 goals. Northshore. Long throw-in. Ball's loose and cleared. But here's the issue. There's only 2 players back for Dominican. This is Leighton Perkins with a long run. Guarded closely by Vivian Spies. And Spies forces that ball out of bounds. She'll throw it in. Spies, I should say. Nice move. That was Sarah Savage. That's got to be a foul, yeah. So both teams really getting aggressive. Lots of contact, and I don't think these 2 teams are extremely friendly with each other. They are familiar with each other, though. They drew 2-2 earlier this year. If you missed that part in the first half of the broadcast where we talked about that. But who could have seen this coming? 4-0. All 4 goals by Northshore scored in the first half. Here's an opportunity. Long ball to Stella French, and we're going to get a goal kick. French unable to chase it down. Murders. The goal kick. And Kitura on the near sideline. Gets by the defender. Kitura gets past another. Oh, what a save! Saved with the right leg by Olivia Ikamina. Best play of the day for her. Kitura was able to get around both Lily Ellis and Kate Thompson in order to set up the shot, but it does set up a corner kick. Kitura will take it for Northshore. And it's over the head of the goalkeeper, Ikamina, and it will land on the top of the net. So a goal kick coming. And, yeah, that's not allowed. Lily Ellis put the ball on the ground and kicked it herself. And I think I actually just think she rolled it ahead to her teammate. Which I'm not a soccer expert, but I don't think that's allowed. So they'll reset rather. And here we go. Shadows starting to paint the Northshore defensive side of the field, and this is very similar to what we saw in the first half. Just dominance offensively from the Lady Panthers. They're looking to extend this 4-goal lead. Savage with it. Shot is well wide from Carly Chase, who already has a goal tonight. "15 minutes into this second half, 25 minutes to go, and Dominican has shown really no signs that they're going to threaten that 4-goal lead. They've only had one shot in the second half. Northshore looks to be the more dominant squad. They're looking to extend here. Here we go. And a nice deflection there on the shot. But Northshore, they just want it more. Kitura's all over the field, and there is Savage. She has it stolen away. And on the attack, oh, this is a good opportunity if it doesn't roll out, which it will. We do have a foul, though. They played advantage, and Dominican will retain possession after Leighton Perkins was unable to track that one down before it went out of bounds.
Let's go, anticipate the long ball, let's go.
Jasmine Ferrier will do the honors. And that's just an odd decision. Dominican has these opportunities 10, 15 yards from the box. And instead of moving forward with it, especially with the deficit they face, they keep looking to pass it out and set up something. Perkins. Farrier now. A little ankle break. And Ella Goings unable to find the handle there. Murders will hold it for safekeeping. And punt it away. Some chants starting now as I think Northshore fans starting to feel it a little bit. Possible state championship for the team that has been untouchable all season. Again, not a single blemish in the loss column. Just 4 draws. One of them, again, against this Dominican team. And they are avenging that missed opportunity tonight. 4-0, 22 and a half to go. Major had it stolen away. Numbers for the Lady Panthers. Here they come. Through ball. Got it ahead. Kitsura, foot race, and it was offsides anyway. Major, Farrier, and again, stolen away. I mean, they're playing like the team down 4 goals is Northshore. Head coach Ryan Lazaro. Whatever he said at halftime, it worked. I mean, there has been no complacency for the Lady Panthers, despite that 4-goal halftime lead. Kitsura, one more time. How about it? She will get a shot off, and a sliding stop. Just didn't have much on that one. Good job by Lily Ellis to stick with the quick moves of Kitsura. All right, so we'll get a goal kick, and we'll see only the second substitution of the game, as number 9, Ella Goings, will be subbed out, and we'll see a player that we saw a lot in the first half, Stella Martin, come in for her first action of the second half. Coming near side and out of bounds. It'll go Dominican's way now. Quick throw in and out of bounds off the foot of North Shore defender Grace Green. And now there's an argument of whose ball it is. It will stay with Dominican. Ellis gets it into Major, back to Ellis, and it's going to go back to North Shore. Kitsura up. That'll be chased down by Bly. Under 20 minutes left. 18:50 to be exact. Stella Martin. Not quick enough there. Coming up, trying to find possession is Leighton Perkins. She's unable to. Some contact, they'll play advantage, and Perkins wasn't ready for it. Go back to North Shore. That's the other thing. Refs have been letting them play. It's not, oh wow, there's some contact. That'll be a foul. And we're gonna get a card, I believe. Yep. Trying to get the number down there. So both teams now have a member of their roster with a yellow card. Just as soon as I was about to say that, you know, the refs have been letting both teams play. There's been a lot of aggressiveness. It has not been necessarily a clean game, but you have to respect the play-on mentality. So here we go. Loading up the box, Dominican. Oh, that's a good one. And unfortunately, Lily Ellis on a beautiful ball. Unable to get anything on that one. And alter the course into the back of the net. Still 4-0. And Grace Murders will kick us off.
Good job, Madison.
Far sideline for a throw-in. Stella Martin will do the honors. And instead, she'll give it up. Looking for Martin, unable to find her. And again, out of bounds. So pace of the game slowed down substantially. Dominican has to be a bit tired with all the effort they've put forth in this second half trying to get on the scoreboard, but they've also just not played ball as well, just like there. Farrier jumps early, now it's one-on-one. Here we go, showtime in Slide L. Kate Mule finds Kitura. Kitura can't find the handle though. Good job by Dominican defensively. And that's out of bounds. Visibly frustrated was Ellis. She dribbles it outside of the boundary.
Come on, Dominican.
Nice move. Ahead and corralled. By Ikamina. Ikamina, probably her best ball of the day there to about the midfield line. Ellis with the throw in. Starting to cool down a bit now as the sun again setting, just a bit above the tree line here in Slidell at Northshore High School. Can Dominican get on the board? Major gets around the defender. Into the box, good ball, but it's headed up and out of bounds for a corner kick. Again, this Dominican crowd, they have continued to support their girls as they do so again here with the corner kick. A lot of time running off the clock though here. Getting set for the set piece. We're down to under 14 minutes. Northshore is going to put everyone up defensively. Only one Panther is not in the vicinity of the goal. Standing back at midfield with two Dominican players. Long ball, wow, just not a very good one. Goal kick. It was long off her foot, but then the trajectory wound up hitting the football upright, the left upright.
All right. Well, here, you want to take these and put them back? Yeah. Not Kate. Yeah. Turn around. Oh, baby SJ.
It's around midfield. Another good opportunity here for Dominican trying to get something going. That's going to head out of bounds for a throw in. Or actually, no, they couldn't call it North Shore ball. So last year, Northshore, kind of unfinished business. They were the 8th seed, an improbable run to the state championship game. But when we talked about, dominance of Northshore soccer and the teams to beat, as Dominican looking for something here, they're not going to get it. We talk about the teams that have dominated. St. Scholastica, SSA, obviously one of them. Northshore last year, an improbable run, 8th seed. They find their way to the state championship game in Lafayette to lose 2-1. And now, no whistle, good ball into the box, now out. Stella Martin was unable to find it, but we'll get a throw in. Northshore will advance back to the state championship for the 2nd consecutive season. And they'll look to do what the team that beat them last year in that state championship did. Complete a season without a single loss. St. Scholastica last year, 22-0-3. Northshore is going to advance to the 2020 LHSAA state title game without a single loss. And they're going to head there to play either Mandeville or South Lafourche with one of the biggest exclamation points, one of the biggest wins, and one of the most shocking wins in terms of how they did it. Plenty of people thought Northshore would win this game. They're the higher seed, they haven't lost all year. But I guarantee you no one thought that they would dominate the way they did. 4-0. So they're gonna head there with all the momentum. Again, Mandeville, South Lafourche, they'll battle in the other semifinal. The only question that remains in terms of how this game is going to wind out is who's going to be there. We're going to get 2 St. Tammany Parish teams. In that final game, it'll be the first year for Hammond, Louisiana hosting the soccer state championships at Strawberry Stadium. On the turf in Ham. Under 9 minutes to go. And Northshore looking for a little icing on the cake. Ikamina comes off the line to retrieve. Again, you can see that glare on your screen. I mean, the sun has been just unforgiving on this end of the field all day. Not a single goal scored on that side. All 4 of them came in the first half on the other side of the pitch. Northshore's had their opportunities here in the second half, but they don't even need any more goals, really. And we're going to get a foul. That'll bring us to inside 8 minutes. I haven't been able to see it because of the glare, but there's a greenhouse there in the background. That's pretty cool. Here's an opportunity. Dominican will be able to clear it out. For whatever reason, the greenhouse, a big thing at the high school level. I still have yet to see one in the collegiate world, at least one that like students do anything with. But in high school, like everybody's got a greenhouse. No foul called on that hard contact. And Dominican has numbers offsides. All right, so now we're going to check on the injured Lady Panther. It looks like Carly Chase, but we'll check on that. And actually, that's Kate Mole. Kate Mole, the injured Lady Panther. And she is up and walking. Good to see. Northshore training staff comes out to help her have a little conversation. And tough to see right now if she's going to stay in the game or not. She's walking with the trainer. And she will come out. So Mole will come out as the clock continues to run. So this is just an advantage for Northshore, as we're down to inside 6 minutes now. Be a free kick for the Lady Panthers starting now. Here we go. Into the box. Ikamina, much better second half than the first half. That goes without saying, but she's looked much more comfortable. Some quality saves, especially one right in front of her. A kick save about halfway through the second half. That'll hit the stick for a goal kick, or a throw-in rather. Those basketball courts in the background look relatively new since the last time I came to Northshore. It has been 3 years, so they've had some time. So, yeah, everything looks a little more spruced up here in Slidell since last time. Softball field behind us. They've got a beautiful outfield wall. They've always done a really good job with the player banners for seniors that all schools do here at Northshore. Always love that. Slidell is another school that does extremely well with those designs, and this year no different. So Northshore, again, second consecutive state title appearance, unfinished business. They're going to head to Hammond with a chance to win that state title in 3 minutes and 54 seconds. Exclamation point? No, not going to get the opportunity. Didn't get enough on it. That one is deflected out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. We're going to see a substitution. Number 13, Kate Thompson, will sub out for Dominican. And here comes a goal kick. So no matter what, we're going to see a public school duel in the finals. Dominican was the final private school remaining in Division I. And here we go. Once more. Long run for Caroline Barcelona. And good recovery by Caroline Blah. She's played some solid defense, especially here in the second half. 2:20 to go. Northshore crowd can feel it. The sun has set. And the sun has set as well on this fantastic season for Dominican. They're going to end the year with only 2 losses. Unfortunately, one of them comes 1 game away from the state title game. So, Channel 13 will be in Hammond next weekend. Just a matter of are we going to be covering 1 or 2 teams? Again, the Lady Skippers of Mandeville. They are going to kick off about 23 minutes from now. It's currently 5:37, 6 o'clock here on this Friday night against South Lafourche for a chance to punch their ticket to the Division I state title game. Oh my. Relentless. If there's one word for this North Shore Lady Panther team, it's relentless. Still trying to score here in the game's waning moments. Up 4-0. Can't say enough about the job Ryan Lazaro has done with this program. And, I mean, you got to give all the credit to the players. They did something that no one has done against Dominican. 4 goals. No one even scored 3 all season. They scored 4 in the first half, and that's all they needed. That's all they needed. One final shot. Here we go for Dominican to get on the board. Jasmine Ferrier will load it up. The goalie, Ikamina, will come to midfield. Everybody's in the box. It's a good ball, and it will be offsides. Wow, a fitting end to the Dominican threat. Again, only 1 senior, and on this Dominican roster, this team will be back. I think it's easy to look at any roster really and think, oh, well, they've got a bright future. I don't think there's any future about as bright as this. This team has, again, 1 senior and only lost 1 game until today. Ferrier near side. She'll get in to the box, but it's going to be clear. Lady Panthers just waiting on that final whistle. Long run down the far sideline. Kitura didn't see the defender. One more shot. Goes wide left. Ikamina, Major, and they're just kind of winding out the clock now. Dominican kicking it right back and forth in their side of the field. And that's the ball game. Wow. Again, one of the all-time great semifinal performances. We just watched it from the North Shore Lady Panthers. They advance to the Division I state title game, undefeated, to face Mandeville or South Lafourche. Congratulations to the North Shore Lady Panthers. We'll see you in Hammond. We now want to take some time to thank everybody that brought you tonight's game, starting with our superintendent, Mr. Trey Bolse, our director of broadcasting, Dr. Melody Swang, our cameraman tonight, Mr. John Harrison. From North Shore High, where the North Shore Lady Panthers advance to the state title game in Division I with a final score of 4-0 against Dominican. I'm John Sartori. We'll see you in Hammond. You are now leaving the Prep Zone.